next set of 5 stock dance classes starting tomorrow, taught by Jess Folds. And it's Mondays are ballet, and Wednesdays there's a tap class and a musical theater class. So it's great crash course. Those of you who are unconfident about your dance moves, etc. We've organized all this program. Shaylin LaRusso, our choreographer for this show, and Thomas Purvis, who will be back. He's currently on tour in Rent, but they have a little break over from December 14th till through that whole Christmas time. So he'll be doing master classes all during that time. So those of you who are missing Thomas can come on back and do some classes with him. The 5-stock, they start the classes this week, and then in December they do a presentation, a show. Also next week is Mother Goose Retires on Saturday at 6 p.m. and that's our 2nd to 5th grade class. We'll be performing. Then we're off for Thanksgiving, and December 4th and 5th is the Best Christmas Pageant Ever, which is a mixed age group of students directed by Dave Jackins, and that's really fun. It's based on the Barbara Robinson hit book from the 1970s about a mother being stuck suddenly having to direct a Christmas pageant at the church, and of course some of the wildest, craziest kids find out they get free refreshments, so they all want to be in it, and so she has to deal with that. So it's very, very funny. Our Crystal Singers will be the choir, and so they will be participating in that. Crystal Singers is our singing group. There's currently this cast of 16, and they will be performing at the annual tree lighting at City Hall on Friday, December 10th. And then their actual concert, if you're into holiday music, is December 11th, Saturday night, right here on the stage. And they're great singers, and really, it's a great opportunity for them to develop their solo singing plus their ensemble singing, 4-part harmony, etc. Then over in January, we will be doing Land of the Midnight Sun, which Joe Santinello is also directing, and two of our students in this, Sarah Chute and Sean Tagliarella, are doing the choreography. Our Mother Goose Retires, Jess Folds is directing, and there's a whole bunch of new classes starting in January, a lot of acting classes. It will all be on the website as of Tuesday. Okay, we've been just waiting for all the artwork and everything to come back. For this age group, in the middle of January, it starts Gilbert and Sullivan's The Pirates of Penzance, which is a great, very funny show, lots of music, and once you hear all the singers here, you'll see why lots of music. We like to feature them as much as possible. We have so many good singers. So that begins. Also, at the end of January, you'll see the Best of Broadway, which is the show that the kids write under Joe Santinello's tutelage. So that will, then after that's over, Broadway Finishing School. So we have a lot of classes. So, anything you're looking for, our Rising Stars program is really doing great. So anybody whose kids are interested in pursuing, they may want to go for that four-year diploma program that is called Rising Stars. Just a few notes on today's performance. There are videos, DVDs for sale. It's a 2-camera shoot now, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get them. Normally, he's mailing them out like the next day, but they're going to be edited this time. So we have Jack Singwald filming along with Mariner Pezza, and it's going to be it's fun. We can do that because it's our own original material, so we're not infringing on anyone's copyright other than my own. So, and I'm letting them because I'm a nice person. So, the other thing that I just want to mention, if you were here yesterday, you heard me mention about ISIS. Just a quick note, we're talking in the play, it's the goddess ISIS, it's not the terrorist group. So if you heard, I didn't mean it as a joke, it's funny, but it will strike you as odd if you don't know who the goddess Isis is. So thank you to the band. We appreciate all our live band. Thank you, band. And to our sound person, Robin Mola, and lights, Jessica Foles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They did a great job. And, well, to Joe and Shaylin, and all the information is written in your programs as to who's what. Sorry for a couple of typos. Seems like when they changed the font over, it switched. So it's Kyle Jerry-Ack, not Kyle Jerian, and it's Caitlin Manna, not whatever spelled over there. So they are wonderful people and wonderful actors and actors. So please enjoy the show. Enjoy this. They're wonderful performers, and it's always a thrill for me to hear them singing my music. So enjoy.
Thoughts are things. Words are powerful. Words, whispered in the dark, can twist the truth till it becomes unrecognizable. Whispers, repeated often enough, become like enormous stone ruins, monuments of history. When the future examines these stones, they cannot discern the hidden truth that lies obscured. They see only the big lie. I am Cleopatra VII, the last queen of Egypt, the embodiment of Isis, holy mother of the world. This is my true story. Come into my world. Sacred Egypt, loved by her people, coveted by her enemies. Rome, with that I had never heard the name. Egypt's lover, Egypt's destroyer. Who can say why the gods place thoughts in our heads? Isis spoke to me and told me what I must do. I listened. Holy Mother, how did I fail you? Why did you desert me? Desert Egypt?
Follow me, 12 king of Egypt. Follow me, I'll lead to Cleopatra. I'll lead you to the flute player.
The king of Egypt spends more time blowing on his pipe than tending to his kingdom.
He's a weakling.
Better a weakling on the Egyptian throne. That way we can control him.
Control the richest country in the world.
The Egyptians are decadent. They actually worship animals. Their time is over. Their moment is past.
Rome is not first and last. Rome is on the move. Rome is the ascendant. Each day our power we improve will make Egypt our dependent. Allegiance will dance a tune for Rome. Under our thumb he'll find a home.
Hail to Isis, heavenly mother, the new incarnation, the earthly mother. Cleopatra 7 descended from heaven, daughter of Isis, king of Egypt. Sound the flute and strike the drum, heaven to earth has come.
My father had borrowed an enormous sum of money from Rome and was now in their debt. While he was gone, my sister Berenike had usurped the throne and was ruling in his stead. I was safely hidden in the convent of Isis until my father returned. That was when I first saw the man who would become the love of my life.
Good captain, I thank you for your service. We Ptolemies are not known for our family loyalty, and it appears my daughter has not been the exception.
Berenike was unwise to betray an ally of Rome.
Ally of Rome indeed. Is that how Rome refers to her debtors now?
Father!
Cleopatra, my beloved daughter.
Father, oh, I've missed you so. You've been gone for so long. I feared for your safety.
Feared for my safety? No need for that. I have strong Roman soldiers to protect me. Captain Marcus Antonius, meet my dearest child, Cleopatra, the next queen of Egypt.
I am honored, Your Highness. Should your beauty be matched by your wisdom, Egypt will truly be blessed.
You speak like a diplomat.
In Rome, my family was known for its oratory. On occasion, some fortuitous words do slip out.
Mardian, Berenike is to be executed at once.
Father! Father, no! Father, you can't kill my sister.
Betrayal can only be met by death. In our world, it's kill or be killed.
Would you kill me too?
Dearest child of God, you are all goodness and light, but you are now of earth, and you have a destiny to fulfill. You shall one day restore Egypt to her full glory. You will establish the reign of Isis on earth, as well as in heaven.
But how? Like Isis, you must be relentless in your dedication to your cause. And like your father, ruthless in your retribution against those who stand in the way of your destiny.
It's either kill or be killed. A little blood must be spilled. It's the way that it's done, it's the way crowns are won. The chance to rule the world won't come twice. You can't be Pharaoh by being nice.
It's either be killed or kill. It's a matter of will. In the land there's a minor eruption due to some recent rivals' corruption. need to rehabilitate him. You simply must eliminate him. It's either kill or be killed. Murder is not for the weak willed. Kill or be killed. Destiny must be fulfilled. It's either kill or be killed.
But Mardian, how can Isis approve of such an ungodly, treacherous move? They teach me in temple to live from the heart.
And I'm saying that's not too smart. It's either be killed or kill. It can be an acquired skill. Don't let some purist notion of religious devotion ever undermine your will. It's either be killed or kill. Your deep pensivity shows sensitivity. Don't let it turn into a vice. You can't lay back and just let your life happen. Get out there and roll the dice. It's really no mystery. You'll find out throughout history that those who want to hold on to power must take a risk and seize the hour. Someday we'll all go to that heavenly land. It's just your enemies are getting there a little sooner than they planned. Now, let's take another example. Your father's brother, now he tried a new twist. If you recall, he was the king of Cyprus. But rather than go down in humiliation when faced by the Romans with abdication, he discovered his own brand of retaliation when the Romans offered him help. He went out and killed himself. It's either kill or be killed. Murder is not for the weak willed. Kill or be killed. Destiny must be fulfilled. It's either kill or be killed. Now, you must prepare to become an initiate into the divine mysteries of Isis.
But Mardian, I'm not ready to rule.
No one is ever ready. Nevertheless, you are next in the line of succession, and you will soon rule by your father's side.
But I'm too young.
You will enter the temple a child, but you will emerge a goddess, the new queen of Egypt.
Hail to Isis, heavenly mother, her new incarnation, earthly other, Cleopatra 7, descended from heaven, daughter of Albetus, king of Egypt.
O Isis, who giveth light in the darkness, enter this your holy child. Make her to see truth. Ma'at. Cleopatra 7, daughter of Isis, you completed the lesser mysteries of Osiris. What have you learned?
It is only with union through anything that it can be truly possessed.
It is only through death that the initiate may know Ma'at, the truth. The initiate must die to her old identity. Cleopatra 7, are you prepared for the becoming?
I am.
Are you a fit vehicle for the great work work that lies ahead?
I am.
Are you ready to know the truth?
I am ready to know the truth.
Do you align your will with the divine will?
I align my will with the divine will.
Then know that what we believe, we become.
What we believe, we become.
Witness the transformation of Cleopatra 7, Isis on earth. She stands between us and heaven.
As above, so below. As below, so above. I am Isis, mother of all. I will restore my kingdom on earth as it is in heaven.
Cleopatra, my dearest child, you will now rule Egypt by my side.
It's party time at the palace. Time to prepare a feast. We'll show the king we bear him no malice. Despite the taxes he's increased, we supported Berenike. The king's not quick to forget. Although Auletes may appear weak, caution would be our best bet. Rome is behind him. He owes them money. They think he comes from the land of milk and honey.
Bring on the music. Bring on the wine. Today, you will have what is mine.
We celebrate the new queen of Egypt, ascended by the God's design. Let's have some dancing and some music. The new Dionysus continues his line.
Can you believe it?
Party time
What is he thinking?
at the palace.
What a disgusting sight.
Time to prepare a feast.
Dionysus is addicted to drinking. It's immoral. It's simply not right.
How dare they defame my father? How dare they presume to understand? How can we bear this humiliation? I won't have it when I rule the land.
They are ignorant barbarians unversed in the worship of Dionysus. Ptolemy 12, Philopater, has entered the next world. Cleopatra 7, Philadelphus Philopater, is now ruler of Egypt. Cleopatra 7, Queen of Egypt. Cleopatra 7, Philopater. Isis on earth now reigns.
What about me? She can't rule by herself.
Your wish is my command, mighty prince. You will be king. Cleopatra, It is the law of Egypt and the will of your father that you marry your brother. Ptolemy 13.
How dare you address me in that tone? Ptolemy is unfit, and he is too young. He has not been properly schooled.
It's not true. It's not fair.
You lack self-control. How do you expect to control a country when you cannot control yourself?
I'll raise my own army. I'll show them who's in control. There's no way she can harm me. I will assume my role.
Ptolemy 13, king of Egypt. Ptolemy Philadelphus Cleopatra. Sister lover.
How dare they call a little monster king?
Athenas has organized a regency council to rule in his name. The Alexandrians dislike you because you favor Rome.
Favor Rome! I tolerate Rome, and only because I have to. If we do not appease them, we will become one of their provinces. Just like everyone else, we must walk the fine line between boom or bust. Straddle the border of betrayal or trust. Who is the enemy? Who is a friend? It's hard to determine. We won't know till the end.
Walk the fine line between the law and its intent. Keep Alexandria on our side. Watch how our energy is spent. We need insurance, some backup for our schemes. Some Roman cloud would help you realize your dreams.
I have a plan.
I have a plan.
You must set up camp at Ascalon and raise a fighting force. We must leave before the chance is gone. He'll follow us, of course.
But my brother isn't capable of military planning.
There's Athenas, who's a genius, and his army he's been manning.
We can pull some strings. We've got Pompey in the wings.
Pompey, I thought we hated Rome.
We do, but we will offer him a home, some ships, some money, and some moral support. He'll become your foster father, a patron of a sort.
I don't need a foster father, and why would he need me?
He's got civil war to deal with. Rome is falling apart. Caesar's fighting Pompey. They both want their way. They're so busy they'll ignore us. All we have to do is pay.
We must walk the fine line between boom or bust. Straddle the border of betrayal or trust. Who is the enemy? Who is the friend? It's hard to determine. We won't know till the end.
Athenas and your brother have known it again. They handed Caesar Pompey's head, thinking he'd be happy. His enemy was dead, but their little plan backfired instead. Caesar was a puller, so it said. And there's more good news. Your storm is on the rise. Caesar says your brother must compromise. He's here to see your father's will is carried out. Athenas is beside himself without a doubt.
But I don't want the boy beside me, he's a little fool.
I'm sure we can find a way to where you both can rule. If we just walk the fine line between boom or bust.
Walk the fine line.
Straddle the border of betrayal or trust.
Walk the fine line.
Who is the enemy? Who is a friend? It's hard to determine. We won't know.
Friend or foe, we don't know till the end.
Cleopatra must not be allowed to meet with Caesar. Send word to the Alexandrines. Every possible entry must be blocked.
But how can we stop her?
Your dear sister will be met with an unfortunate end.
How can you be sure?
I've had a vision.
Athenas has had every entry to the palace blocked. There are assassins in every corner.
Who knew I'd live to be the most sought-after woman in Egypt? I have my own plan. Apollodorus will smuggle me into the palace.
How?
I've bribed some of the harbor guards. They'll let a small boat through. Then, Apollodorus will carry me in, wrapped in this carpet.
It's too dangerous.
Nothing is gained without risk.
Athenas! My troops need supplies. You have given us inferior grain.
As I've explained to you before, great Caesar, we are experiencing a famine. There's little to offer. And as I know, the great Caesar must have pressing business elsewhere. It would be better for you.
Caesar will decide what is best for Caesar. Your late King Auletes called upon the Roman people to carry out the terms of his will. It is my solemn duty to do so.
But surely you can see that we have no control over the Alexandrines. They're rioting in the streets at the mere mention of Cleopatra's return.
It was the will of Auletes that Cleopatra 7 and Ptolemy 13 should rule the country jointly.
Yes, but Cleopatra has not answered your summons. She's willfully ignored you while King Ptolemy has honored you. And he does have another sister.
A gift for Caesar.
Put it over there. While I appreciate that Ptolemy has the support of the Alexandrines, and his sister is charming, still. What is this?
I am Cleopatra 7, the true Queen of Egypt. Pardon my unorthodox entrance, but my dear brother and his friends have made it impossible for me to reach you in any other manner.
We meet at last. I was beginning to think your throne held no interest for you. Athenas, you may all be dismissed. I will speak to your queen alone.
I object.
If I am to arbitrate this dispute, I must hear both sides of the story. Your Majesty, you seem to be in disarray.
Leading an army is dirty work, as I'm sure the great Caesar knows.
You lead your troops?
They wouldn't follow me otherwise. A true leader sets the example.
But you are just a girl. A charming, regal girl. But nevertheless...
I am Isis. I am a descendant of Alexander the Great. I have been educated in every form of military art and strategy. I speak 6 languages fluently. I take my callings and responsibilities seriously. Understand that I intend to restore Egypt to its fullest potential. Do not underestimate me.
I see. So you are a man in women's clothing.
Is that how I appear to you?
Looks can be deceiving.
I will never deceive you. As Isis, I live the Ma'at, the truth. If I pledge loyalty, you shall have it till my death. Unless you betray me.
Your brother and his associates did not follow your so-called Ma'at. They betrayed and killed their ally Pompey.
And that is why you should ally yourself with me. Besides, you're stuck here. The winds are from the north. Do you intend to row all the way home?
All the more reason I should ally myself with your brother and Pothinus. They have more troops and the support of the Alexandrines.
It may seem the easy way out. But how can you trust him?
How can I trust you?
I intend to offer myself as a seal to our bargain. You say you want to hear both sides, but but it's as plain as day to me. You can't sail home against the tides, we have a common destiny. Stand by me, together we'll make history. You'll see that you can count on me to take on any enemy. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Him or me? Him or me? I've got the vision, so make your decision. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Him or me? I've got the power, I've got the energy you need. Now is the hour, the writing's on the wall. Can't you read?
Little girl, I wasn't born yesterday. I know the game you want me to play.
The stakes are high, the odds are slim. What's your decision, me or him?
So what's in it for me? The pleasure of your company.
Most men would find it time well spent to be with a woman of such royal descent. I have 3,000 years of ancestry, not to mention the obvious.
Yes, I see.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Him or me? Him or me?
What are the pros and cons I must measure? What should be my response, peace or pleasure? I've got to take into account the Alexandrians support your brother. You've got to give a small amount. It can't be one way or the other. When the facts are said and done, he outnumbers me 20 to 1.
I'm not saying that it will be easy. If uncertainty makes you feel queasy, you can opt for the status quo or choose the road where the brave fear to go. We are meant
I've got to
for greater
analyze.
things.
You've got to compromise.
Universal happening.
You're not hearing me.
Accept the challenge you can't ignore.
You're not listening.
Create a world that gives you more.
I am meant for greater things.
Him or me?
Universal happenings.
Him
I
or
accept
me?
the challenge I can't ignore.
Him or
Create
me?
a world that gives me more. Take one step beyond. The world will respond.
Universal complicity always invokes synchronicity.
State your intention, declare your desire. Defy convention, step into the fire.
Set yourself apart, merge your mind and heart. Ally yourself with me, fulfill your destiny. Stand by me, together we'll make history. You'll see that you can count on me to take on any enemy. Stand by me, together we'll make history. Defy convention, I'll state my intention now. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Him or me?
You.
Since we are agreed, may I have my quarters back?
We'll share them.
If that is the case, may I have my attendant Charmian sent to me? I require her advice on these matters.
I thought the great goddess was educated in all matters.
As a goddess, I've never met a man worthy of such an association.
Until now.
Until now. though I became involved with the most powerful man on earth, the man who could save Egypt, who could save me. Unfortunately, I still had my brother to contend with, and I knew his advisors would not share power willingly. I could only hope that Caesar could fend off their attacks once it began, as I knew it would. It became my sole purpose to win Caesar's heart and bind him to me.
Cleopatra VII, Queen of Egypt, has wed her holy brother Ptolemy XIII, new king of Egypt. Sister lover.
Sister lover, that's not what I hear undercover. It's his worst fear. Caesar is his lover. It's causing quite a tiff. But Venus wants to shove her off the nearest cliff.
Heart of my heart, now and forever, you are my love.
Isn't she clever? She's got him wrapped around her little finger, but Venus, the scorpion's got a nasty stinger.
Theos, husband to Isis, you are now the living Osiris.
Caesar has eyes in the back of his head. Lucky for him, 'cause half the country wants him dead. I hear he's got a wife at home. He's now the laughingstock of Rome. Dearest Calpurnia, what is the news? I hear your husband's caught up in some eastern harlot's ruse. His behavior's appalling. I really sympathize, but men will be men, and Egypt's quite a prize.
We are meant to be together. Love will conquer all.
And it really must be true.
Love never questions
He's
whether
forgotten me for you.
right to fall.
Civil war is everywhere. There's fighting now in every square. Ptolemy has taken his sister Arsenal. Caesar's called for backup. Where they are, he doesn't know.
Stand by me. Together we'll make history. You'll see that you can count on me to take on any enemy.
My husband loves another woman. My husband fights for another woman. Instead of me, he no longer thinks of me.
The tide has turned. Caesar has won. Ptolemy has drowned. His short reign is done.
Caesar, husband, the battle's won. You can come home now, your work is done. You can forget her, make it your will. All is forgiven, I love you still.
We are meant to be together. Love will conquer all.
Say it isn't true.
Love never questions
He's
whether
forgotten me for you.
you were right to fall.
Caesar, before your departure, I invite you to see the land that you have rescued. Sail with me up the Nile. Come experience the true spirit of Egypt.
I must return to Rome.
In Rome, a triumph awaits your victory. You have experienced that before. Here, you are now considered a god. It is the custom of our land to sail up the Nile to celebrate our success. The people wish to honor the new Osiris. Surely you won't deny us the privilege of worshiping our new king.
Well,
Charmian, have Mardian ready the royal guard. Caesar, I await your pleasure. control. Attachments you must sever. Oh, when you seek to find what's hidden, it will come to you unbidden. Open the portal, become immortal. Come with me, live with me. Come with me, come with me, live with me. Come.
We welcome Isis, Holy Mother, Queen of Egypt, and her blessed husband Caesar, the new incarnation of Osiris. Heaven and earth are one. O Isis and Osiris, heavenly pair, your sacred union shall be sanctified by a holy child. Isis and Osiris shall be reunited with Horus, their sacred son.
My son, my love, my heart of hearts. This is where true love starts. We set ourselves apart. You're heaven sent, of the gods' descent. Love me with no regret. Show me your deepest secret. When I look into your face, I forget all time and space. My soul leaves my body and meets you in space. We are one, burning like the sun. Our destinies entwined, our energies combined. I am you, you are me. Yet somehow I feel free. We are one. This moment is eternity. There is no why, there is no how. Love lives in the here and now. Part of my heart, now and forever. You are my love. Earthly ties we must sever. Stand by me. Together we'll make history. You'll see that you can count on me to take on any enemy. Stand by me. Together we'll make history. Defy convention, declare our intention. You'll see. Our love was meant to be.
I must return to Rome.
Please. Please don't leave
I
me.
can't stay here any longer. Rome is drowning in rebellion, and I must quell the dissension. I will send for you and our son when the time is right. In the meantime, your sister Arsinoe shall be sent to Rome to be displayed in my triumphal march. That should appease my critics As for you, you shall marry your brother Ptolemy 14.
No!
You are bound by the traditions of your line. You will not be safe here unless you fulfill at least some of the Alexandrians' expectations. You've shown me the beauty that is Egypt, but never forget the danger that lies here as well.
Very well. But remember, I have an impatient heart. And so, I had given Caesar the one thing no one else had: a son. Though it's true that Roman law forbade any Roman citizen from marrying a foreigner, if Caesar was the ruler of Rome, that law could be changed. The Roman Republic was in complete disarray, and Caesar had many supporters, but he had enemies as well. And then there was that handsome Roman soldier who had saved my father. Marcus Antonius has quickly risen to the position of Caesar's right-hand man. Fate is an interesting thing.
Caesar, you must return to Rome. Your enemies are gaining ground back home. The word is you're losing your grip to an Eastern temptress under your sponsorship. Don't let this happen. We're counting on you to finish this business. You're long overdue.
Caesar's return to Rome in triumph. He made a few conquests on the way.
Hail Caesar, conquering hero. The Senate proclaims you consul and dictator for the next 10 years.
Have you heard the news?
No, I haven't.
Our queen wants to make us a province of Rome. She wants to put her Roman lover on the throne. The seeds of our destruction have been sown.
And where is this Caesar, the queen holds so dear?
It's been more than a year since he was here. I hear he spreads his affection around to whatever living partner can be found.
I must go to Rome and show them all the proof of our love. Take care of things at home. These gossips don't know what they are speaking of.
Cleopatra 7, Queen of Egypt. Cleopatra 7, Caesar's concubine, is coming to Rome.
Caesar, how can you do this? Why must you put me through this?
She's only coming here to meet with the Senate. You mustn't read any more in it.
Oh, husband, I wasn't born yesterday. I know the game you want me to play. You want me to ignore your little tete-a-tete. But I'm your legal wife, lest you forget. The law won't let you marry a foreigner.
Brutus, I know he's your father, but you can't tell me that this doesn't bother you. He mocks the Senate, he mocks the law, while the riffraff of Rome stand there in awe.
I would put no man above the Republic, were he my father, or were he not. Caesar's become nothing but a skeptic. His seditious words cannot be forgot.
Cicero, come, meet the Queen of Egypt. I'm sure you'll find your conversation is charming.
Caesar, I see your judgment has slipped, though your paramour's appearance is disarming. Rome is simply not equipped to deal with this scandalous affair. It's quite alarming. The Senate feels it's being stripped of all power, and they say it's you that's done the harming.
The Republic from now on is a word without meaning. The senators are peacocks with their posing and preening. What is this arguing for? It causes nothing but civil war. An empire that is so large needs one single person in charge.
Caesar, that man is no friend. He'll want to destroy you in the end.
Come meet my nephew and adopted son, Octavian, second to none.
Your Highness, the honor is mine to meet a queen of Alexander's line.
If my illustrious lineage impresses you so, then there's one more person I think you should know. Caesarion, Caesar's real son. Someday he'll rule Egypt, or maybe everyone.
Brutus, I think that woman threatened me. I guess I have a new enemy. There's only room enough for one heir here. Someday I'll have to kill that boy I fear.
Queen Cleopatra, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Have we met before?
Forgive me, it was long ago. I aided General Gabinius in restoring your father's throne.
Yes. Yes, the handsome Roman soldier. How good it is to see you again.
Being queen agrees with you. You're even more beautiful than I remember.
Marcus Antonius, are you monopolizing the queen's attentions?
My wife, Fulvia. We were just reminiscing.
Your husband was responsible for returning my father to the throne.
It seems that Rome is forever rescuing your throne. We did so enjoy watching your sister Arsinoe being dragged through the streets in Caesar's latest triumph. The people are most pleased that Rome has finally conquered Egypt.
Egypt has not been conquered.
Call it what you like.
Our allies.
Call it what you like, but surely even you must know that the only reason you retain your throne is because you are Caesar's concubine.
Please forgive my wife, Queen Cleopatra. She forgets herself.
Caesar is your master, not mine. I'm only saying this for your own good. Rome is quite appalled at your relationship with Caesar and your audacity at flaunting your bastard child. He has a Roman wife, you know. We Romans take our marriage vows seriously.
Fulvia! Please excuse her behavior.
It appears Roman wives rule the household.
Indeed.
Charmian, how like you Rome in some respects. I'm feeling right at home. There I have enemies to spare. Here they exist everywhere.
Cleopatra, do not despair. Isis is with you, her power you share. You will rise above this throne. She will protect you from any wrong.
Caesar, I fear there's something strange going on. Nobody's saying, but something is wrong. We must do something to appease this bitter feeling of unease.
Nonsense, Mark Antony. You give them too much credit. If they stand up to me, the Roman people will make them regret it.
Caesar, beware the Ides of March. There's danger, so be aware.
What is she saying, my love?
Nothing for you to be thinking of.
Together we are meant to be.
lays it up for all he's worth. He proclaims his divinity, displays his holy trinity. Isis, Osiris, it's become a deadly virus. She's infected him. She's subjected him to her sorcery.
We are meant to be together. Love will conquer all.
See what he's become.
Never questions whether you were right to fall.
Something must be done. He's got to analyze. He's got to compromise.
So happening.
Are you hearing this?
Accept the challenge. We can't ignore.
Are you listening?
A world that gives me more.
He's taking one step beyond. Now we must respond. Such egotistical vanity comes close to being insanity. Set yourselves apart, merge your mind and heart, ally yourselves with me, protect our destiny. Stand by me, together we'll make history. Defy convention, now state your intention. Now who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Him or me?
I have to go.
Caesar, I have an uneasy feeling.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Be careful, Caesar. You have enemies.
They can't touch me. I must go.
I fear I will never see you again.
You needn't fear. I'm well protected.
What is this dream? It's a nightmare. I see their scheme, Caesar, beware. I dreamt you lay dying in my arms. I was unable to save you from their arms. Then the door opened wide, and then I looked inside. Nothing was there but cold, empty air. Beware the Ides of March. Don't go, something's not right. I didn't sleep at all last night, worrying about what might happen to you.
It's just a dream. Why do you think it's true?
Through me, the gods are speaking to you. Caesar, you must not go into the forum today. I beg you, please stay with me.
Tomorrow I leave for Parthia. I have business to attend to.
I won't see you for months. Can't you just spend one last day with me?
I am expected.
Caesar, believe me, what more can I do?
All right, if it means so much to you, I'll stay home today. That's the best I can do.
It's late, and Caesar doesn't come. What is keeping him from his martyrdom? Someone must go and bring him to us, someone he trusts.
How about you, Brutus? Tell him we're planning to make him a king. His ego so large, he'll believe anything.
Caesar, do you plan to go?
I really don't think so.
Tomorrow I leave on my next war of conquest. I'm staying home today at my wife's behest.
Good Caesar, the Senate awaits you with a proclamation that elevates you. It really wouldn't do to have them angry with you.
A proclamation? Why haven't I heard? If it's important, you think I would have heard.
It's a great honor, a big surprise. They've only now agreed to a compromise. Shall we go?
No, no, please don't leave me.
I must show.
Husband, you will grieve me.
My wife is very superstitious. My dear, you're being too suspicious. We'll go together. I am meant for greater things. Universal happenings. I accept the honor. It is my due. The Ides of March have come.
But they're not gone.
That's true.
Stand by me, together we'll make history. Such egotistical vanity comes close to being insanity. Make intervention now, show our intention now. Caesar, the end is near. The result of your actions is here. Death to Caesar.
Betrayal.
Death to Caesar. It's not you too. Death to Caesar.
What is happening?
Run for your life. Caesar's been assassinated, put to the knife.
Rome is liberated.
I must go to Calpurnia. She had a vision. Why did we ignore it? Caesar's decision. He forswore it. All hope is gone. The dream is done. It seems his enemies have won. For this minute, they want a war. I'll begin it.
It's too late. It was fate. Though the gods let me see, it was still destiny. Quick, take these papers, take his money, and take his will. The conspirators might come after us still.
You must hide.
I'll stay right here. I have nothing left to fear. They've taken my reason for being. I'd rather defy them than end up fleeing. Something's wrong. This feeling so strong. I have a premonition of tragedy ahead. Cleopatra,
Your lord is dead.
my love, my life. You were heaven sent, of the gods' descent. I loved you with no regret. You showed me your deepest secret when I looked into your face. I forgot all time and space. Now let my soul leave my body and meet you in space. We are one, gods of the sun. Take
Marcus Antonius has given me Caesar's will. He says you must read it. Then, we will know what you must do.
There's no mention of Caesarion. He did not declare our son his heir. He names Octavian his sole heir and successor.
We must pack and leave at once. Once this will is read, Caesarion's life will be in danger. Octavian is sure to come after him.
Romans, here lies the heart and soul of Rome, ripped from her body and cast bleeding on the Senate floor. And for what, I ask? For the Republic, they say. The man who united Rome, restored our country and saved it from the barbarians, this man has been cut down by those who say they want to save the Republic. Save it. How? By destroying the very force that has united it. Are we to let these murderers go unpunished? Should these little men with their petty jealousies be allowed to destroy the unifier of Rome, the heart and soul of Rome? People of Rome, I beg you to stand by me, united in vengeance. And if you will not, I vow to do it myself. Stand by me, together we'll make history. You'll see that you can count on me to take on any enemy. Stand by me, together we'll make history. Revenge will be taken, he won't be forsaken, you'll see. You can depend on me.
was love can turn to hate. One moment, and suddenly it's too late, and you'll find that hope has turned to dust. In one moment, reality can crack. One moment, and there's no turning back. And suddenly you know you can't pretend. One moment, and you've reached a new dead end. One moment is all it can take for a life to break.
Unfortunately, things did not work out the way I planned. Chalk it up to hubris. Now Rome is at war, and my dear Cleopatra is in serious danger. We shall see how things unfold.
Queen of Egypt is back from Rome. Her lover's dead. Now what's she gonna do? Take care of problems here at home. That should be easy after what she's been through. The Romans treated her like dirt as far as I can see. Our reputation has been hurt and it's no mystery. Who's to blame? Speak her name. Cleopatra is our downfall. Her behavior's brought dishonor to us all. Ptolemy 14, king of Egypt, is old enough to have some say in what he does. He's a true Ptolemy. When he takes charge, life will return to how it was. Something must be done about your brother if you want to protect Caesar's son. When it comes to ruling Egypt, it's one or the other. When it comes to kings, there can be only one.
Ptolemy 14, Philadelphus Philopater has died. Ptolemy 15, Ptolemy Caesar, will now rule Egypt by his mother's side.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. But I can't deny it pleases me to have my son ruling Egypt by Cleopatra's side.
Our queen has elevated her foreign son. He's half Roman. One day, a foreigner will rule Egypt. It's outrageous. This flaunting of tradition is bad luck. It'll be our downfall. It'll be her downfall.
Famine has spread throughout the land. Corruption is rampant. It's getting out. It's getting out of hand. A plague is raging. It's time to put your sorrows aside. Egypt needs a ruler with strength and vision. Will you face the challenge? What's your decision?
Mardian, forgive me. I know you're right. I must emerge from this endless night. Isis, restore me, give me new will. I must move on, my destiny fulfill.
news of Rome? How goes the empire?
Trouble is spreading there, just like wildfire. Since you've been mourning, a new government's in place. They're fighting Caesar's murderers who left Rome in disgrace.
Octavian, is he now the leader?
He's going to triumvirate as Caesar's successor. Mark Antony was given the east. Octavian claimed the west. A general named Lepidus was given the rest.
And what of Caesar's murderers? Have they been apprehended?
Defeated at Philippi, their cause is now ended.
Who led the battle? Was it Octavian?
He had a stomachache and ran away at night. It was Mark Antony who led the fight. He's very popular at home. He has many supporters in Rome.
Ah, that was well done. Count on Marcus Antonius to be loyal to the end. Of course, now the real fight begins. A triumvirate sounds reasonable, but men used to power are never reasonable. The plot thickens. Who shall prevail? That remains to be seen.
Quintus Julius is here to see the queen with a message from Mark Antony. He wishes to be seen.
Send him in.
Hail Cleopatra, divine queen of Egypt. Mark Antony of Rome sends his humble greeting and wishes you prosperity at home. He requests a meeting.
I have heard of his victories over Caesar's mortal enemies. I congratulate him on his success and send best wishes for his happiness.
His happiness could only be complete if with the gracious queen of Egypt he might meet.
I'm afraid that cannot be. Send my regards to Mark Antony.
Gracious queen, Mark Antony implores, may we speak behind closed doors.
Speak!
Mark Antony said there was much left unsaid between the two of you when Caesar lay dead. He asked you with utmost respect to visit him and reconnect. He asked me not to upset you, but to tell you he cannot forget you. He wishes you to meet him at Tarsus. He feels your presence there would be most fortuitous.
Then tell him I agree. I'll visit him there. Have him wait for me. Mardian, I leave for Tarsus at Antony's insistence.
Gracious queen, I beg you most earnestly, please keep him at a distance.
Mardian, things are more complicated. Mark Antony has become fascinated with me, the queen of Egypt. I have another chance. This opportunity must be gripped.
But you have problems at home. You know the Alexandrians despise Rome.
They aren't exactly my fervent supporters. I need a man with power to protect our borders. I'm not the child that Caesar knew. Now I know what I must do. This time my heart won't rule my mind.
I fear that love will make you blind.
Prepare the royal barges. Today I leave for Tarsus.
Cleopatra, ever the optimist. She will now work her magic on my former lieutenant. Marcus Antonius will be no match for her. But first, she will have to deal with Cicero, his machinations. And then, of course, there's Antony's wife, Fulvia, the most ferocious woman. And my nephew Octavian has turned out to be quite the manipulator. I foresee great things for him, greater than I even imagined for myself.
counsel. The support for Mark Antony has become a groundswell. What can I do to counteract his popularity and keep my power intact?
Octavian, you were wise not to repress it. I'll speak on your behalf, I will address it. Good people of Rome, your trust is ill-placed. This is our home, would you have it disgraced? Mark Antony is a fine soldier, it's true, but his debauchery is infamous too. He lacks political distinction and loftiness of soul. How can we support a leader who lacks self-control?
Did you hear what he said about my brother?
Calm yourself, Lucius, we'll help one another.
Then there's his spouse who commands and cajoles him. Do we want a leader whose wife controls him?
I'll cut his tongue out, myself the evil blowhard.
Now, Fulvia, calm yourself, don't take it so hard. We'll send word to Antony in Tarsus and tell him just how Cicero regards us.
You know he's speaking for Octavian. He wants a fight, we'll give him one. Lucius, you and I must lead this war. My husband, your brother, that's who we're fighting for. They insult me to my face. I won't tolerate this disgrace.
Cleopatra, at long last. Why didn't you answer any of my previous invitations?
I'm not accustomed to having my actions questioned. And I'm certainly not the beck and call of Rome.
It was I who invited you, not Rome.
You are a triumvir. That makes you one and the same.
I simply wish to meet with you as a friend.
And once that was made clear to me, I came. Still, I don't see how an ally of Octavian could ever be a friend to me.
You may leave us now. Your comments are indiscreet.
Are they? Is Octavian not our mutual enemy?
I have avenged Caesar's death, as I promised. As for Octavian, the situation is a bit more difficult.
Any position of power is fraught with difficulty. Perhaps you're not up for it.
Your remarks are cutting. What happened to the charming girl I knew in Rome?
She grew up. Forgive me if I seem ungrateful. I was truly satisfied and relieved to hear you defeated Brutus and Cassius.
Funny, I was told you sent ships to aid Cassius.
Why would I help my enemy?
You're my friend.
If that is what you want me to be.
I wish only to be in your presence.
You are surrounded by beautiful women. Surely you don't require my presence for your pleasure.
You may think that I'll change my mind. You may think that I'll follow you blind. But I've already done my time.
see no one but you. I can think of no one but you.
I seem to be transported to another place, a land beyond all time and space, a goddess whose image from my mind I can't erase. At once to die, then to be born again in your embrace, Cleopatra. You consume me with desire. If I touch you, will you burn me with your fire? I am filled with confusion. Are you real or illusion? A fantasy or flesh and blood? Cleopatra, can this be love? Cleopatra.
Antony, please don't.
A vision, a dream, Cleopatra.
Antony,
in your presence I seem to be transported to another place, a land beyond all time and space,
beyond all time and
a goddess whose image from my mind I can't erase. At once to die, then to be born again in your embrace, Cleopatra. You consume me with desire. If I touch you, will you burn me with your fire? I am filled with confusion. Are you real or illusion? A fantasy or flesh and blood? Cleopatra, can this be love?
No. No, I cannot.
Then you are a fantasy.
I am Egypt. I'm not free to love as I please.
So you came all this way just to mock me to my face, to tempt me, then to mock me.
I came to thank you for avenging Caesar. And because I thought you might be seeking an alliance, a political alliance, I thought you might be ready to rid yourself of Octavian.
Octavian and Lepidus are part of the triumvirate. It would be treason for me to betray them with a foreign queen.
Octavian is not so scrupulous. He has already rid himself of Lepidus, or have you not heard?
What?
Ally yourself with me against Octavian. Now is the time to strike.
It would mean more civil war. You're asking me to betray all I am. Besides, Rome would never accept an alliance with a foreign power.
I am a descendant of the great Alexander. I am ruler of the richest nation on earth. Together, you and I can unite the world. We can bring about prosperity and peace such as the world has never seen. It was Caesar's dream!
I am not Caesar!
I am left to fight alone. Should you change your mind, Alexandria is due south. But don't take too long.
She was doing so well until she mentioned my name. Perhaps she really did love me. Or maybe my dream was her dream as well. That's the more likely answer. Either way, I have no doubt that Marcus Antonius will succumb to her charms.
Hail Mark Antony, the new Dionysus, Queen Cleopatra, Philadelphus, Philopater. Isis on earth awaits you.
Hail Marcus Antonius! Egypt is pleased to welcome Rome.
What is Cleopatra pleased to welcome Marcus Antonius?
Egypt and Cleopatra are one and the same.
I would embrace Cleopatra. Not sure I would embrace all of Egypt, nor would I expect you to embrace all of Rome.
Yet I would have Rome and Egypt be one,
Here and now.
here and now. Is it not already so?
I think I would have remembered.
How could you have forgotten? Caesarion? Come meet your father's friend, Marcus Antonius.
It is he. Your very walk is your father. Hail Caesar, the god is reborn.
Hail Marcus Antonius.
Charmian. A toast to the new Dionysus.
To the new Dionysus.
And what would you have, Dionysus? Egypt and Alexandria await your pleasure.
I would have a woman like no other. I would have a life like no other. A life unparalleled, a love unmatched, a life that's free and unattached. New and exciting, delightful, inviting, passionate, dissipate. A life with you in it, be with me. Live in the moment together but free. Existing in atonement, don't you see what I'm saying? There's no sense delaying it. Unparalleled lives we'll share and we'll rise to new heights of glory. We'll write our own story, each moment a new discovery. If you will my lover be, when they say I must choose this or that, win or lose, every cell in my body rebels. Every thought in my mind repels the idea that there is a right or wrong. All that exists has been here all along. Forget the future, awaken your senses, forget who you were. We don't exist in past tenses. I come to this life with one thought in mind, to live every moment as one of a kind. Awake and aware, we are compelled to live the life unparalleled.
Awaken your senses,
Forget who you were. We don't exist in past tenses. Come to this life with one thought in mind, to live every moment as one of a kind. Awake and aware, compelled to live the life unparalleled.
To a life unparalleled.
that beautiful, so why don't you tell me that woman? What is it that she's got that makes men all think that she's so hot? It's a mystery to me. Is there something there that I don't see? That woman, she's going to rue the day that she got into my way. I can see right through her plan. Believe me, she can have my man. I will erase her, I will disgrace her, tear her body limb from limb. Mark my words, she can't have him.
Now, Phobia, you've got to think straight. Try not to let yourself become so irate. Perhaps he's after her gold.
Very well then, you and I will step off this war. We will tell Mark Antony it's him we're fighting for. Then naturally he'll see his best interest lies with me. Not that woman! I'll scratch her eyes out. How dare she think that she can flout every Roman convention with all her seductive invention? I will make my presence felt. That woman strikes below the belt.
I will send ahead, O barbarous. He will intercede for us. My brother cannot ignore his comrade in arms. They went through a war.
Hannah Barbarous is here to see Mark Antony.
Marcus Antonius, I hardly recognize you.
Hannah Barbarous, old friend, what brings you here?
I have serious news from Rome. Your brother Lucius and your wife Fulvia are waging war against Octavian. They're fighting in your name, for your cause. But without you there, it is most difficult to rally the troops.
It's too soon. We're not ready to fight them yet.
The situation left me no choice.
I should be there with them.
Then come home with me. Take command in your legions. Lead.
It's not that simple. Antony is preparing to conquer Parthia. He cannot abandon his preparations here.
I see.
That woman, she'll be his downfall. That woman! My back's against the wall. There's nothing left for me to do than to betray him too.
Fulvia, don't do something rash.
Get out of my sight! Your brother is trash. I'll send Octavian a note, a little reconciliation letter. I'll make a gesture to denote that now I think it may be better to align myself with him. My husband's chances now are slim. I'm writing him to test the water. I'll even offer him my daughter.
That woman, what is she thinking of? A viper transformed into a dove. She gives her daughter as pledge. I'm just a bet she can hedge. That woman, she thinks I've lost my mind. I'd never marry one of her kind. She thinks I'm still a boy at school, but I'm not such a fool. That woman, she's going to rue the day that she got into my way. I can see right through her plan. Tell her she can have this man. I won't marry the daughter of a woman I abhor. She's the one who's losing this war.
That woman, she is history. Her power is a mystery. Mark Antony's undone. It's only time before I've won. And the cause of his disgrace is staring him right in the face. It's her, she's the one I'll soon overcome. That woman.
Rome is here to see Mark Antony.
My brother. What's he doing here?
Brother, we barely made it out of Rome alive.
Is Fulvia with you?
Brother, the war weakened her. Your wife is dead.
I must return to Rome and repair the damage of Octavian.
But our child! Would you leave without seeing him born?
I'll return as soon as I can.
Antony, please. Now that Fulvia is dead, we could be...
When I return. Until then, Charmian will take care of you.
Charmian, have you heard the news? Mark Antony is back in Rome. He made a few conquests on the way, but our queen is abandoned here at home. And with a pair of twins to remind her of all the happiness that's now behind her.
Mark Antony is still the royal consort, whatever else the news may report. If he can't go off and win a war, then you tell me, what is he good for?
I'll tell you, but the queen won't want to hear it. The news is so bad, I hope that she can bear it. Antony returned to Rome all right. He and Octavian made up from their fight. It seems to be the blame. What would Fulvia my name?
Antony's dead wife.
The very same. But that's not the worst part. In order to seal their alliance, they've overcome Antony's defiance. They persuaded him to wed fair Octavia instead.
Octavia? Who's she?
Octavian's sister, his family. She's just the kind of woman royal men adore, subservient and sweet. I hear she's quite a bore.
What will the queen do when she finds out?
She'll be angry without a doubt.
What? Her husband! I'll scratch his eyes out! How dare he think that he can flout our love as if it wasn't there? The queen of Egypt doesn't share. That weakling, how could he do this? I'll show him. How could he put me through this? All this talk of destiny was just pretense to get to me.
It's just a marriage of convenience, just like yours, it's all of me. It's politics, it couldn't mean less. He'll be back soon, then you'll see. Bacchus will join Aphrodite, Isis will have her Osiris. Mark Antony, strong and mighty, will come for his queen most desirous.
Stay with me now, my love for you grows each minute. I can't see how my life would be without you in it. We are one body, one soul, with one desire, with one goal.
Mark Antony, may I speak with my sister? I can't tell you how much I've missed her. Octavia, how goes your marriage?
Can't you tell by my voice and my carriage? I am happy and in love, and I bless the gods above for bringing me such joy, a happiness only death can destroy.
Sister, listen, I must add a note of caution. Though I admire your devotion, Antony is known to have a wandering eye. His affair with Cleopatra you cannot deny.
We were meant to be together. Love will conquer all.
Then it really must be
True love never questions whether we are right to fall.
He's forgotten me for you.
Meant for greater things.
There'll be no compromise.
accept the challenge. I can't ignore.
I still have my
Create
pride.
a world that gives me more.
Take one step beyond,
The world will respond. Universal complicity always invokes synchronicity. State your intention, declare your desire. Defy convention, step into the fire.
set yourself apart, merge your mind and heart, ally yourself with me, fulfill your destiny.
Stand by me, together we'll make history. You'll see that you can count on me to take on any enemy. Stand by me, together we'll make history.
Defy convention now.
State your intention now. Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be?
Him or me?
Him!
Her. I must leave for Parthia.
Can't you wait until our child is born?
The situation is critical. I have no choice.
Whatever you say, I will wait for you here.
Mark Antony wishes to see you.
Tell him he'll just have to wait.
Cleopatra, my love, how could you reject me?
Is this the man who swore to protect me? There's nothing left for us to say. You made your choice, now go away.
That marriage was a political deception.
And she had a baby through immaculate conception.
What kind of fool do you take me for? I've heard your stories all before.
Be with me. Live in the moment together but free. Existing in atonement.
Don't come any closer. This may be a blow, sir, but your version of free is just not for me. This time there must be some sort of guarantee.
Anything, I'll give you anything. Unparalleled lives we'll share and we'll rise to new heights of glory. We'll write our own story, each moment new discovery. If you will my lover be,
Then I say you must choose her or me, win or lose. You must relinquish some new territory. You must restore Egypt to her full glory. Forget the future, awaken your senses. Forget who you were. We don't exist in past tenses.
We must come to this life with one thought in mind, to live every moment as one of a kind. Awake and aware, we are compelled to live the life unparalleled.
When Octavian learns of the news, it will mean war.
While you were gone, I made preparations. I have built the largest navy on Earth.
You
It
built
will
a navy.
dwarf Octavian's.
You built a navy.
When I learned of your marriage to Octavia, I thought you had betrayed me. What else could I do but protect myself? Protect Egypt.
From me.
From Octavian. From Rome. I vow to Isis to restore Egypt, and I keep my vows.
Who is to lead this navy?
I was.
You.
I fought side by side with Caesar against my brother, and I will do the same with you.
Roman soldiers do not fight alongside women.
Until now.
Until now.
She is magnificent, but I would not have let her fight by my side. Mark Antony is starting to make mistakes. Big mistakes. The world hangs in the balance now, and I cannot pull myself away from watching to see how it might end.
Good people of Rome, I stand before you devastated with news of Mark Antony and that Egyptian queen most hated. He is out of his mind with drugs and drink. That evil woman has pushed him to the brink. From my dear sister, he wants a divorce. The mother of his children is left with no recourse. With the thrones of the East, he plays musical chairs. He's named Cleopatra's children his legal heirs. And what of Roman territory given to Egypt for his greater glory? This is treason, this is war, Rome's reputation, that's what we're fighting for.
Antony, you're not looking well. You need to break away from Cleopatra's spell. The people of Rome will forgive you. Don't let Octavian outlive you. Become a Roman again. Get back in shape and lead your men.
I despair to see Mark Antony so. He looks like a man I no longer know.
You've got to fight the man on land. Things are getting out of hand. A grip who will destroy you if you lead them out to sea.
Then Cleopatra's fleet will be of no use to me.
You've got to send her back before we launch the attack. They see her as an evil omen. Don't forget your man a Roman.
I will fight on the sea, that's how it must be.
Antony is losing the battle. His men are being slaughtered like cattle. He's left for Egypt in retreat. This is his worst defeat.
Marty and all is lost, we're undone. You must now help me to save Caesarion. Octavian will invade us in the spring. Antony can't save us. He's incapable of anything.
The Queen of Egypt is back from Actium. Her lover's losing it. Now what's she gonna do? Octavian has established his regnum. He'll be here soon to capture you know who.
We will sail to India, have my ships carried
the Red Sea. I won't be the revenge of Octavian. I won't let Rome humiliate me.
Antony has come back to us. He's holed up near the lighthouse of Pharaohs. And now Octavian has sent the queen a letter, telling her that things for her would go much better if she killed Antony. So, you tell me.
Cleopatra, our ships have been burned. It seems our luck has truly turned.
Martin, you must now help my son flee. Don't worry about what will happen to me. I have prepared my final tune. I shall retire to meet my doom.
I will see to it, dear queen.
What is this?
The high priestess would have you die with honor. Should the necessity arise, she has sent this gift for you to help ease your journey to the next world. Egypt's sacred serpent.
I have news from Mark Antony. Queen Cleopatra is dead, murdered by the Alexandrians. Here are her jewels.
It cannot be. The gods truly have deserted us. You must flee. Octavian's men are at the gates of the palace.
Farewell.
Antony, your men have deserted. Cleopatra is dead, she's been murdered.
I have no reason to live now. Take my sword and kill me as you promised.
Antony, I cannot do what you ask.
A vision, a dream, Cleopatra. In your presence I seem to be transported to another place, a land beyond all time and space. A goddess whose image from my mind I can't erase, and now to die, then to be born again in your embrace.
orders to bring you to the most holy one.
Cleopatra, still alive. You must carry me to her side.
Mark Antony is dead. By his own hand. Here is the blade.
A great Roman warrior has fallen. See to it that Cleopatra is captured alive. The woman who ruined the triumvir, Marcus Antonius, must be dragged through the streets of Rome in disgrace.
Antony, what have you done?
Do not pity me. Remember our past. My death is noble. I am a Roman, by a Roman overcome.
Stay with me now. My love for you grows each minute. I can see how my life would be without you in it. We are one body, one soul, with one desire, with one goal.
We come to this life with one thought in mind, to live every moment as one of a kind.
Awake and aware.
We are compelled to live the life.
Cleopatra! Octavian Caesar of Rome requests your presence.
Tell him that I demand Egypt be given to my children.
Trust Octavian in everything.
I trust only in Isis.
Isis, mother of all, what kind of end have you brought me to? Charmian,
How like you death? In some respects, I welcome the rest. The gods have prepared me a home. I'd rather die than be dragged through Rome.
Cleopatra, do not despair. Isis is with you, her power you share. You will rise above this throne. She will protect you from any wrong.
It's too late. It was fate. Oh, the gods, let me see. My vision of glory was not to be. Quick, bring my basket, bring my crown, and prepare my bed. The queen of Egypt soon will be dead.
Must escape.
I'll stay right here. I have nothing left to fear. They've taken my reason for being. I'd rather defy them than end up fleeing.
Something's wrong. What's taking so long? I have a premonition of treachery ahead. Cleopatra soon will be dead.
Cleopatra 7, Philadelphus, Cleopatra has entered the next world.
Y'all gotta stay long.
Yeah.
We're still here.
Yeah, so we're gonna do some staff speeches. If you caught us last night, we did some senior speeches, and today we're gonna give some thanks to our wonderful staff here. So, yeah. You go in order?
I'll go first. So the first staff member I'm going to talk about is Patrick McGill. First time I met Pat was during the virtual Broadway finishing school class in summer of 2020. I remember being really nervous to meet a new teacher, especially since Pat was going to be our music theory and oral skills instructor. And though I had already been exposed to music theory from my AP theory class at school, oral skills was never something that I was taught or was particularly good at myself. However, as soon as Pat joined our Zoom meeting, I knew immediately he was going to be someone who could help me grow. Pat is the type of teacher who truly cares and wants his students to succeed, whether it is something as simple as asking how our week was as at the beginning of every theory class, or as wild as getting notes from sprouting green eggs and ham for a child. Pat always does the most for his students. He is a teacher who does not chastise you for struggling, but rather makes you feel good about trying, which is something I really appreciate. He has this wonderful ability to explain the mistakes you made and how to fix them in a constructive way, all the while keeping you from feeling upset about those mistakes. He is all of his students' #1 cheerleader. Pat's dedication to his students is truly remarkable. As some of us know, Pat is currently a student at Yale University. And that made me look forward to oral skills on Saturday mornings and enjoy sight singing and playing things, which all in and of themselves are impossible tasks. He is the first person I text when I am able to identify tritone and choir, or go down to tea when the rest of the class tries to jump up a seventh to tea. Pat is always there to celebrate the small victories and appreciate the tiniest steps of growth along the way. He is a wonderful human being with a heart of gold, and it is an absolute honor to call myself your student.
Okay, so I'll be giving 2 speeches, so I'll keep them brief. So the first is for Mariner Pezza. As for how I know him, from setting up streams here at Crystal to working on projections to learning sound, Mariner has taught me the works about how everything is at the theater. However, that fact is dwarfed by how much he's contributed to the theater as a whole. He's helped install these beautiful new lights we have. He's filmed almost every show. And he's fixed or created nearly everything we see here today. Mariner, your presence is invaluable, and your contributions to this community will forever be a part of us. Thank you for everything you've done for me in the 5 shows I've done at the theater, as well as the greater Crystal Theater community, and just how many lives you've made better through the power of the arts. Let's get a round of applause for Mariner. He does sweep the floor. And then the next speech will be for Laszlo. I still remember that day at Best of Broadway when I glanced at his iPad and saw Politico open to an article about the impeachment trials, and I immediately knew he was a fellow nerd. I started a conversation with him, and ever since then I've been nonstop talking to him about theater, politics, or whatever we have on our mind. Today, he's my AP Government project partner, intellectual inspiration, and a great friend. I mean, who are we kidding? Laszlo has a piano studio. He started a debate team at McMahon. He's run lights, sound, live streams. He's performed in shows. He's a part of the pit for this show, and so much more. Laszlo, you're a jack of all trades. I'm proud to call you a friend, and I'm so glad you're a part of the show. Thank you for helping to make my senior year and show so special.
So this next speech goes to someone who has changed my life ever since I met her. Shayla Russo is not you are not only an amazing dance teacher and choreographer, but you are kind, talented, and a caring soul who has made her mark on Crystal Theater. Give it up for Shay again, please. Thank you. Shay, I can't begin to express how grateful I am and how grateful all of us are for your time and dedication and how you spent on this show and on each and every one of us. I met Shay about 6 years ago when I was a 12-year-old girl at Arts in the Park, and she choreographed our dance for the showcase, and all I remember is that she was so fun and nice to work with. Flash forward 6 years and I turned 18 in 2 months. I'm in the middle of my college process, filming pre-screens and auditions, and Shay is right here, right beside me, supporting and the rest of our seniors in the process. Her dedication to people is truly inspiring, and everyone here knows that she will not let you out on stage unless you're doing the best you can. She'll never let you out with biscuits, and will not let you down with pointed feet. She will drill technique and poise into you, and after working with her, I've grown tremendously as a dancer and a performer. But aside from dance, we are lucky to have such a beautiful, caring, and honest woman in our lives. She has comforted me and assured me through all of my doubts and crises, and is there for anyone, no matter what. You are so strong and passionate, and I love you so much. We are so lucky to have you here, Shay, and I'm going to miss you. Thank you for everything.
This speech goes to 2 newer members of our Crystal staff. Even though Jess and Robin are new, they've been such amazing helpers during shows and classes. I first met Jess very briefly in the 2019 the 2019 Brian McMahon production of Les Miserables, and I just remember how sweet she was. And then the following year we did Carrie the Musical, although a very confusing time. Jess and Robin truly helped the production take off, and they're Just their kindness really helped push the performance. And thanks to both of them, our Cleo set is gorgeously lit and our leading actors and actresses are heard loud and proud. They both have helped so many Crystal students on their college journeys. Jess is always there to give someone a hug on a bad day or a boosting compliment. Both Robin and Jess give wonderful and helpful notes, and it's thanks to their hard work and determination we have such an organized theater. Thank you.
Okay, so this next person that I'm going to give a speech about is our very own Alex Kemeny. The entire time I've been at Crystal Theater, Alex has been there. Most of the time she's helping with costumes, like working on them during the week, or she's backstage working on them. Occasionally she does break out her directing skills to help put on a show, doing choreography, stage directing, etc. In fact, she often did choreography for our numbers in Crystal Singers, which she's doing some for this one as well, for the concert. Shout out Crystal Singers. And she's helped conduct and direct some of our harder pieces. And even while she was a teacher at, teaching at Rowayton Elementary School, as far as I know. Yeah, she still made time to help out with the shows in some way, and we couldn't have done them without her. During Cleopatra, she was downstairs sewing pieces onto costumes, helping us to pin things so they don't fall down. There's a lot of safety pins in these costumes. Or assisting with quick changes. And she's done the same for countless other shows. Like many of the other staff members, Alex works tirelessly behind the scenes to help make our show amazing. Something that always sticks out to me about Alex is that she's always looking for feedback. She asks us what we think of the choreography or of our costumes. She honestly wants to hear our opinions, which gives us a bit of say in what certain things look like, almost as if we got a chance to peer a little bit into the world of directing and choreographing, wow, words, even if it was only for just a moment. Alex is one of our biggest cheerleaders, telling us when we sounded good and looked good, and also being honest and telling us when we don't look good, and then proceeding to fix it. That way we all look fabulous on stage. As I'm graduating this year, I will miss getting to see her around Crystal. She's such an asset to the theater and a fun person to talk to and be around. I hope she will always remember how loved she is by the class of 22 and all the classes before and after.
So I'm going to be doing Cheryl's speech. I think that the first time I met Cheryl was when I was in Aesop's Fables, which was probably like kindergarten. And I remember she came in and she warmed all of us up before our show. And she gave us this speech about how you have to bottle up your energy and then save it for the show because we were probably all being extremely loud. It's been a very eventful 12 years since then. The longest I've gone without seeing Cheryl was over quarantine, I think. I didn't realize how much I missed her until we were back in rehearsal and she was ranting about communism like nothing had changed. I could say a lot of things about how prolific Cheryl is, how creative, how honest, how hardworking, how I can only hope to age as gracefully as she has.
Like what?
But I think the best that I can say is that she has changed my life. I have a lot of, God, I'm already crying, okay. I have a lot of favorite shows from Cheryl. Ellis Island, of course, Hungarian Nights, Perseus, now this one holds a special place in my heart. But I think A Spinning Tale will always be my favorite. I remember how unbelievably excited I was when I got the part of Rumpelstiltskin, my first big part in like an older kid's show. I thought it was a very big deal. That was the first time I realized how much I genuinely loved performing. Cheryl saw something in me and took me under her wing, and because of her, this went from my hobby to my passion and my dream. I've been here at Crystal longer than any school I've attended or will attend, longer than any other theater company, and probably longer than any job I'll ever have, knowing myself. I've grown up here. This place raised me. It's become my second home. I have made friends here that have proven to be some of the most reliable, loving people I've ever known. I know that the staff are always there to support me no matter what I need. I have had so many incredible performance opportunities that I simply wouldn't be able to have anywhere else. I am so, so thankful beyond words for everything this place, and by extension, Cheryl, has given me. Cheryl, thank you for helping me to discover and nurture my passion all these years. Thank you for all the work that you do for all of us. Thank you for creating this place that is so unique and so special to so many I know it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be this hard to say goodbye if it wasn't for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie, for making me cry.
That's good.
Let's have a round of applause for our director, Joe. I've been a part of Joe's studio for 5 years now. I started taking voice lessons because Liana Seal and Ryan Lynn did, and I thought, wow, maybe I can be as great as them too. If you had told me 5 years ago that I would be an aspiring opera singer, I would have told you, what do you mean? I'm going to be Mariah Carey when I grow up. When I started taking Rising Stars classes with Joe, I transformed almost immediately as a performer and as a person. I grew in every aspect of my life, becoming more confident, more poised, and more driven. In less than a year, my performance abilities changed completely like night and day. I'm capable of things that I never even dreamed I could do one day. Something you probably know about Joe is his famous scalpings. I remember my first scalping was my sophomore year. My sophomore year when I was 30 minutes late to rehearsal, and I would be lying if I was saying that I wasn't also 30 minutes late today. So that day I missed vocalizing and I sounded horrible, and I didn't even have my song memorized. Joe, you told me that if I kept that up, that I would never have a career. In that moment, I definitely cried about it, but that truly was a turning point for me. You told me that my shoes and my dresses were ugly, and the way that I introduced myself made me sound like I was always asking a question. But now I know how to present myself, and dare I say I look amazing. When I introduce myself, it sounds like a confident statement most of the time. Through the years, I realized that every scalping is worth $1 million, and the tough love has made me stronger and so much more responsible. Joe, you've always been one of my biggest supporters, and I always know that I can come to you for advice on things that I felt like I can't tell anyone. You always have made me feel seen and heard, even when I would convince myself that I had nodes at 4 a.m. or I needed an emergency coaching to impress Patty Tom. Or whenever I just needed someone to talk to. You've not only been an amazing voice teacher, but a mentor and a friend. You not only taught me what semi-occluded means, but also taught me how to be a better person. Without you, Joe, I wouldn't be at all the person that I am now. Whether it was introducing me to opera or bullying me about my bangs, which thank God you helped me grow into who I am. I cannot believe that at this time next year I'll be off in college studying with someone who isn't you. And I promise I'll be back to bother you.